Hey guys, so I'm going to be opening up the Final Fantasy VII Remake Deluxe Edition box. It comes with a bunch of different stuff, and I'll go through it exactly in a moment. But what I'm going to show off first is I pre-ordered this at EB Games, and actually I had to wait a while for all of this stuff to come in, because I ordered it, like I had my game pre-ordered, it came supposed to come out on the 10th of April, and it's almost May now, and I'm just getting it now. That's because they were backed up with a bunch of stuff, and I did pay it off in store, so that's kind of why everything took a little bit longer. But they do send this kind of like cool pre-order, like only if you pre-order it. It's this little tin case with a card in it, and this paper just I think says that it's not intended for use of children under 14 and not to put in your mouth and stuff like that. I'm not even sure if 14-year-olds would be putting it in their mouth, but it's like a card. So I think it's like a staff card. I'm not too familiar with the game myself. It does actually say at the top there, though, the Shinra Electric Power Company. It's a staff card. Yeah, and it has like their staff number and stuff like that. It's pretty cool. I'll probably keep that in here. Oh, sorry about that. Throw this all back in here like that. And yeah, they kind of, since you pre-ordered, that's what they kind of gave you. This is pretty cool, and it's kind of getting hard to come by. I even noticed that the regular edition is getting hard to come by now too. I'm not too sure why. I think it's probably because a lack of stock, but probably because of how like the pandemic and everything that's going on right now. But we'll go through this right now. Yeah, so I'm just gonna cut this open right now with the little scissors or something like that. I don't want to damage the plastic too much just because I want to put it back in there afterwards, so. This plastic's pretty thick, so it's kind of hard to rip it. I don't want to make it too big of a rip. Yeah, just so I can go ahead and throw it back in there, so when I throw it on the shelf and stuff like that, it looks like it won't get damaged and stuff. No other reason to. I don't have my own shrink wrap machine, so I just kind of throw it back in there. All right, and you know what? Maybe I won't get so lucky with this plastic, but maybe I'll have to save it. Sorry about that. Yeah, so you see with just like that much, I can throw it kind of back on the shelf. It'll look like that. So that's why I don't want to rip it too much. I kind of like to keep it in decent shape. Just because I want to keep everything in perfect shape. So 10 years down the road, I look at it and it's like, whoa, that's pretty cool. So I know some other people that gotten this pretty early. They've been opening it up on there too, but so far I haven't seen many people that are have gone through everything in it. So I'm gonna try going through all of the pages in the thing and see how much we can go through. And the plastic does actually have this little PlayStation exclusive thing on there, which is kind of cool, I guess. All right, so I'm gonna be really careful with opening this up. It's a really nice box, and the back even shows the steelbook case, the CD. I think that's the Materia DLC, and then the art book. So I'm gonna try to open this up as careful as I can. Might be easier to do it just off camera for a second. All right, yeah, so I got it pretty nice there. All right, so first I'm just gonna pull out the actual game itself. All right, yeah, so I'm sure it comes with the DLC codes in here. I won't be showing those, but I'll try to see how it looks first, and then I'll go ahead and show them. Because maybe I can show one side of it, but I can't show the back, just so I can use it for myself. Some games that give you DLC codes that give you boosts to your XP and stuff like that, I usually tend not to use. I don't think there's any of that stuff. I think it's actually exclusive stuff that you can only get from day one copies and stuff like that. So yeah, so the case feels pretty actually kind of heavy. I think there's actually multiple discs in there. Let me just pull those codes out. Yeah, there's a bunch of cool stuff inside here. Here, I'll show off. So yeah, you can actually flip the covers around too, which is kind of cool. So they give you like a Square Enix membership. You get a bunch of points, I guess. I'm not too familiar with how that stuff works. Haven't used it quite myself. There's like this. It kind of just shows a bunch of different games coming out in the next little while. This is already out, but like just showing off some of their cooler games. I might be playing this eventually. I haven't got the chance to. And these are the codes, I think. So yeah, I'll be showing that off because I probably won't be using it tonight or by the time I upload this video. So the code is actually just below. I am covering it though. So I'll throw this all back in here. So yeah, so let me show off the cases here. So it comes with 2 discs, and I think this one is for, kind of hard to tell. It just says insert second disc. Yeah, insert first disc. It doesn't actually say what they are, so maybe one of them's like install and the other one's the actual game, or it could be vice versa. And I'm just gonna show off this kind of like, here, let me throw this in here. Not many cases actually come with 2 discs now. Pretty much everything just becomes like a download, like a disc, and then everything gets downloaded afterwards, but hopefully it doesn't have a huge download. And right here I'm actually seeing it requires 100 gigabytes minimum. So wow, it is going to be a pretty big game. That's the back side. This part's the same like this, but the front here is kind of different. One of them is like the OG stuff, but kind of like a little bit nicer, and then the other one's kind of just the black cover that you see on the case here. Both are pretty nice. I would have liked it though if they did like some kind of new art kind of stuff instead of just using the black kind of. But that's okay. That's fine. I can't complain too much. It is a pretty, like, they did put a lot of effort into this game, so. And the fact that they're giving us a reversible cover is pretty cool. Alright, just want to line this back up so it sits in nicely. I like to keep everything in really nice shape. Yeah, so if you guys are actually getting this too, I'd just say be careful with like switching it around, because you can get like creases on the sleeve and stuff like that. And this is probably the coolest thing of it. It is a steel book from the game. It has like a cool like Final Fantasy VII Remake on the side here. Hard to see with the lighting, sorry about that, but try to show it off. And then it's Sephiroth, I believe, on the front and on the back here. And then this is the inside, which is pretty cool. Yeah, it's pretty dope. So, all right, and so the best part, yeah, and actually I haven't shown off the back of this, so I'll do that right now. But the back actually has a bunch of little pictures of everything it comes with. And on here, and the last thing in this box, probably the most important, oh, sorry, second last thing. I almost forgot about the music disc. Would probably be this. This is probably the most important thing, I think, in my opinion. The music disc, you can also find it online, kind of stuff like that. They do seal it with this little like tape. And then those are all the songs. Yeah. All right, and this is the art book. So I'm gonna try going through as much of this as I can. It's pretty cool. I don't want to open up too much to make too many creases, so feel free to pause it if you need to. I'll go through it kind of quicker. Yeah, the pages are really thick, so it is kind of nice. This is like the, I'd say Kingdom Hearts one, really similar to that. Except the Kingdom Hearts is a little cheaper, I think. It's only 100 and it came with all the same stuff. So, not too sure why they charged an extra $10, but here in Canada it was 110. So, yeah, the art book, pretty cool. Yeah, they changed all the character models from the first like trailer in like 2015 or whatever, and a lot of them look better now than they did before. Yeah, and it's a cool how they show like different kind of like costumes and like clothing and stuff like that. I'm not sure if you can unlock multiple clothing in the game or not, but we'll have to find out. And they've like, it's kind of cool too. I'll show this right now actually. But they have like a Toad version of like all of them in there, which is really cool. Next page. Some of these might be spoilers for myself or for you guys, so just be careful when you're looking at this. Yeah, so here's some more stuff in here. Some of the other characters. I think you only get like a party of 4. I'm not exactly too sure. Maybe a party of, I'm not sure. I think 4. They expanded like the first 6 hours of the original game into like this game, and this game takes maybe like 40 hours to beat, maybe 50. It depends if you take your time. If you're trying to go for all the trophies, I think it takes like 60 to 70, so see, those are pretty cool. Yeah, I'm looking forward to playing this game. It just shows pretty much all the monsters, I think. It's all pretty cool. They added a lot to like this part of the game, so it looks pretty cool. I think even if you try to rush it, it'd take you longer than 6 hours. So I heard that there are some like a few tedious tasks that you have to do, like backtracking and stuff like that. Hopefully there's not a whole lot of that, but these are just scenery now. Sorry if the camera doesn't focus properly. These are weapons. I'm hoping these are the swords you can use in the game. Those are pretty cool. Nope, there's 2 pages there. Yeah, more weapons. Those are pretty cool. Those chocobos. Your motorcycle. I can hear the creasing from that, so I don't open it too wide. And then just back pages of nothing. Alright, yeah, that's the front again. And the back has nothing on it really. Alright, and yeah, so that's pretty much everything from this collector's edition. The deluxe edition is not the like the big collector's edition that you can get from their website, unfortunately. That one's like $400, $300, depending on where like you live and stuff like that. But nonetheless, it's a really nice collector's edition. I'm looking forward to playing the game, and let me know down in the comments if you guys are going to be playing it, if you played it already or not. And thanks.